WTH Park, everybody, and the beautiful music rooms, which is being left to rack and ruin. They'll have that knocked down soon. The pigeons have moved in now, so won't be long until they're knocking that down. But I wanted to just show you the house of Eli Lees. Eli built this back in the 1800s, and it was home to Sarah Lees, Dame Sarah, Marjorie, and I don't know if you watched the channel recently, everybody, but I did a video where I went looking for the tomb of Sarah and Charles Lees, and I located them down to, well, I tracked them down to Manchester, what's it called? Manchester Crematorium, that's it. But we didn't get to see the tomb or the plate or the place marker because I couldn't get in the bleeding room to view it, but it is there apparently. Well, not apparently, I know it is because I've seen a picture, and I intend on going back to show it to you at some point. But what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the Hollies, or what used to be the Hollies. Now, I visited the Hollies, I think twice in a video, when it was still up. They've knocked it down now. A little bit of history on the Hollies. So the Hollies was built and it was lived in by a man called John Dodd. So John Dodd was a self-made millionaire. And back in the time, I think it wasn't millions back then. It would be millions now. It was hundreds of thousands then, but still lots of money. You know, he died in 1912, I think. Is it 1912? Round about that age. I forget. I see that many graves. But anyway, he's buried in Chadderton with his first wife. And his second wife is mentioned on the tomb, but she's buried in Ireland. She died some months after him. She was left all of his money. But anyway, he made his living. He served an apprenticeship at Platt's, and he became the managing director of Platt's. And he did many other things. He was also really high up in the Lyceum, which was also built by the Platts. The Lyceum was built as a means to educate the young men of the area in engineering, and then obviously feed that back into the mills and the other bits and pieces. But anyway, that's who John Dodd was in a nutshell. And if you go back on my Hollies video, I think the second one that I did, or the first one that I did, was just a walk round of it. And the second one that I did was after I was contacted by John Dodd's great nephew, who now is from what I can see, quite a successful photographer in London. And I won't mention his name, but he's a lovely man. And he actually gave me some photographs of what the house used to look like from the outside, and people on a Liberal rally outside of it in the 1920s. You know, that would have been after John died. But the house was absolutely stunning, and years later it was turned into various things, including, I think it was an old folks home at one point. I think the social services had a lot to do with it at another point, and then it was abandoned for many years, and people went in and the roof collapsed and the back of it fell down, and it was all to neglect. But I failed to mention that the Hollies was left to Oldham by the Dodd. Nothing's changed, everybody. By the Dodd estate. But then the council have sold the land on. Now, there's a bit of I read quite a bit of stuff online about the situation, about it not being positive on every front. Some people were saying it was a dodgy deal. Some people were saying it needed to happen. Some people are saying, what's the point in this old house just standing there? The land may as well be used for something. But it's dodgy land in as much as whoever buys it or whoever's got it, whatever they choose to do on it, it is a public right of way. So it is off the beaten track. But there is, I don't know if you saw that fella with that dog a minute ago, but he was walking down. And there's a path that goes around the side here and cuts. There's that fella, can you see? So he's walking the dog. But here is where the house used to stand. And we are going to go round because last time I came, all of this was, you know, marked off. You couldn't go near it. But now they've cleared it all. And I also want to see if I can get a brick. By any chance I can find a brick, everybody, I'm going to take it. Because that's the other thing that I wanted when I came. I wanted to say to the fellas, can I have a brick? But I don't know why I didn't ask. There's one. So we'll take that if we can't find a bigger one. I'm going to have to find something to wrap it in though, because a bit dirty that. Oh, and I can put it on the mat. This here is where the road went round. It was like a big circle of a car park, and this is where the photograph was taken of the rally, and this is where the house stood. And round the back here, everybody, look, you can see the asphalt that they've dug up, but round the back here the ground dips down, and in the pictures, I'll be putting the pictures in for you. I think I should definitely do that, the video that I took and the pictures that I got, but the ground dips down, and we're literally walking through where the house would have been now, out into the back. Bloody hell, the fence is still there. And then the back garden, everybody. Isn't it beautiful? Even now I think it's beautiful. I think we might have to take that brick. Oh, no, we've got some brick here. I'm definitely taking a brick. Do I take a brick or do I take one of the beautiful dress stones? If I can pick the dress stone up, I think we'll take one of them. No chance. Might have to settle for a brick, everyone. Right, let me just grab one. Jesus, I've got this piece of the Hollies here. I chose that piece. And it's really heavy, everyone. It's only 2 bricks. It's so heavy, I've had to stop halfway back. Can you hear that chit chat? Anyway, let's get back to the car. Right, everybody, we made it back to the car. There it is, my piece of the Hollies that'll go in the garden. That. I'm going to get up to Stella's now. Oh, give our Sarah a ring actually, see if she's... Right, everybody, let's have a look at the piece of the Hollies that I brought back to my house. Here it is. And I'm just looking at it, right? It looks... I'm just looking at it. I don't know. Well, this is as much as I got. 2 bits. I thought at first that was a piece of stone that was in it, you know, like from an archway or something, but perhaps not. I bet you probably think I'm nuts, don't you, bringing bricks back, but I liked the Hollies. And there you go. So